I mean, what kind of kid were you in school? I'm curious to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because like growing up, I was always a great student. I have two older brothers, and both of them didn't go to college. I was I would say, son of my brothers that I had great grades. I had like a 4.0 GPA in high school until later in the later in the last
Hmm.
2 years. I was skipping a lot of days. I missed like 75 days senior year, traveling all over the country,
Hmm.
doing interviews, all that sort of stuff. But I still graduated high school, and I am glad that I did. I don't I wouldn't have wanted to drop out because I placed importance on just going through that process and completing high school. And yes, I didn't go to college, but that's because I was pursuing things that I know will grow and build as in which they have. But going back to school, it's interesting because freshman year of high school, I was playing football and I had such a great group of friends, and I'm playing sports, and I was very involved with school, and I believe I learned a lot about socializing and building relationships and just being at school for a purpose. And yes, I might have not have loved all the different classes, and do I see value in them long term? No, I never thought like that, but I always saw school as a resource to build relationships, to experience things, to stay, like, looking back, like, to stay on track, to wake up early, to show up. And I have these conversations with a lot of my friends. It's like, yes, the information in school may not be the best depending on what career you want to pursue, and you can learn a lot online, more than you can in a normal class in high school. But the principles that you teach are some great principles about showing up, about um, just learning a topic and diving into it, whether that's history or entrepreneurship. Like, pick and choose your battles. But yeah, in school, I was definitely a good student. Towards, like I said, the last junior, senior year, I missed a lot of days, and I was only taking 3 classes. That's when my career really started to take off, in the sense of connecting with people and hosting events and traveling across the country. And I still remember, like, every Friday or Monday in school when I was traveling, everyone's like, where are you going to this weekend? California, Miami, New York. And it was sort of that conversation that was like a funny, talked about thing that everyone kind of knew me as. And it was cool because I was still showing up. I was still coming into school and getting my work done, even if I, was late on a test by a week. Like, I never encourage people to just drop out and go do the thing, unless it makes sense. But for me, I'm super grateful for what I learned at school, not necessarily the material, but the principles. And I was back home in Virginia for like 3 weeks, and I was going on my outdoor walks and like walking by my school and just flashing through different memories. And I'm grateful for all of those things, and it's super fulfilling to have had those experiences. And it's cool to look back, but moving forward, I'm not in college, and I didn't choose to go, and now we're doing my thing.
Yeah, that's really great. And I believe if you want to talk to Elon Musk, you can just directly contact his mom and say, like, can you just put your son in front of camera for 1 hour? I mean,
It's not that easy for sure, but I definitely want to interview
I
Elon
mean,
eventually.
he can't say no to his mother. You can tell him, like, come on, spank him, just get
Yeah.
him somehow. Yeah, no, but he's such a great inspiration in this century.